Dear Republicans, you all used to claim to be the party of family values. But then you elected a man who cheated on all three of his wives and paid a porn star hush money to not tell anyone about their tryst in a hotel room. Then you had the audacious gall to say that he was a Christian, despite the fact that he never set foot in a church for his entire adult life and has committed every deadly sin and broken every commandment. I remember when you all used to say that you supported the blue and were the party of law and order, but then a bunch of you went out to the U.S. Capitol and began to assault law enforcement officers, even killing 2 of them. Now you want to sweep that whole attack under the rug like we didn't see you doing it or hear the deafening silence from all of you when we all did. I remember you chanted, "Lock her up," without specifying what charge you would like to lock her up with. I'm sure we can imagine what you would have said if President Obama had a bunch of his closest advisors indicted and he pardoned them. What happened when it all was your man pardoning your cronies and henchmen? Nothing but critics from all of you. We can imagine what all of you would have said if, hypothetically, President Hillary Clinton had appointed her daughter Chelsea to work in some high official capacity. The howls of nepotic outrage would have been deafening, but you conspicuously are silenced when Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump were using Gmail to conduct government business, said that all you didn't really care about Hillary's emails. You only cared about saying new levels of hypocrisy that the world has never seen before. You all need to shut up about the Clinton Global Initiative and how it did something illegal that you heard about somewhere but can never say exactly what was done. Then you get to see the Trump Foundation get dissolved after it was proven in court that he had stolen money that you donated for veterans and children's cancer, and again, you say absolutely nothing. But you did nod your head in agreement that it was all political. Was it the Trump University dissolution? Was that also political? Because if it was, why did Donald Trump pay $25 million the fine levied against him? Did you ever listen to the testimonies of the people who sued Trump for fraud? Do you think they were all Democrats? They weren't. They were all Republicans. I don't know how to put this very gently, but whatever the rest of the planet knows is that you were bamboozled, you were hoodwinked, you were led astray, basically conned by a con man. The sooner you sober up to that immutable fact, the sooner we may be able to pull you out of this cult that you transmogrified yourselves into. You elected a crook who ran a criminal organization. Of course, it's going to be hard to ever admit that because, like I said before, you aren't all known for changing your minds about anything, even when presented with overwhelming evidence. I know this is going to be a hard pill for all of you to swallow, but there were 75 million of you who thought that he should be president again, and the 81 million of us who made Joe Biden president are truly horrified that you would yet again attempt suicide on our democracy of some sense of sheer petulance. Just once, I wish one of you who says there will be a lot of irregularities in the election would actually say aloud what there actually are, because I pay attention to this stuff. And as to a lot of journalists who would like nothing more than to win a prestigious Pulitzer Prize by proving that in some manner there was fraud, but of course, there was none except by the people in your party doing it. All the convictions for voter fraud in 2020 have been Republican. All of them. Dan Patrick all offered a $1 million reward for evidence of election fraud, and nobody collected. But that hasn't stopped you from all lying about it, has it? Hillary conceded the day after the election, and Trump is still telling the lie that the election was stolen, even in the states where Republicans are in charge of the elections. So you don't like those terms either. If you can't win a free and fair election, where you're doing everything possible to keep black people from voting, then just give up on elections, huh? That's the prevalent attitude amongst your grandmurdering politicians right now. Can't you all win in a contest of ideas if yours are so much better? Ah, there's the rub. You can't, can you? Hate doesn't seem to flourish among the kids coming out of voter age, now does it? Tucker may pull in the 55 to 65 demographic on Fox, but that NSA is spying on me nonsense still doesn't sit well with them youngins, does it? I guess you're not all for the free market of ideas anymore, since you lost the likes of George Will, Steve Schmidt, Rick Wilson, and Nancy Wallace. Now you got Mary Jean Pollard Green, Lauren Bobbitt as your brain trust, and there's nothing to be proud of except at the Klan rallies that you spewed America first for over 100 years now. You're a party that embraces racists, defends child sex traffickers, and tried to overthrow an election you lost. That treason isn't lost on any of us, and no matter how hard you try to sweep it under the rug or bury it with endless lies, we all know what you did. The most troubling thing about it all is that none of it was a deal breaker for any of you. You're more than willing to sit by and let those traitorous insurrections try to murder our elected representatives and overthrow our government so you could do what? Make Donald Trump a dictator? A king? All you have, the unmitigated temerity to call yourselves patriots? You're not patriots. You're traitors to every principle this country was founded upon. The actual patriots of this land see you for what you are, and we will never surrender to the brainwashed cult you have become. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.